Federation Commissioners, improve ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಆಡಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಫೆಡರೇಷನ್ ಕಮಿಷನರ್ಸ್ ಅದು ಇವರ ಜೊತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ KSFA ಸೆಕ್ರೆಟರಿ ಆದ ಕುಮಾರ್ ಸರ್, ಅಸ್ಸಾಂ ಸೆಕ್ರೆಟರಿ ಹಾಗೂ ಮುಗ್ರಾಜ್ ಸರ್, ಈ ಟೂರ್ನಮೆಂಟ್ ನ ಚೇರ್ಮನ್ ಮತ್ತು ಶ್ರೀಧರ್ ಸರ್ PDFA ಸೆಕ್ರೆಟರಿ ಅಕಾಂಪನಿ ಮಾಡಿದವರು, ಎರಡು ಟೀಮ್ಗಳು ಆಲ್ ದಿ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್. Thank you, Federation sir ಹಾಗೂ ರಾಜಶೇಖರ್ ಸರ್, ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಎರಡನೇ
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Bangalore Football Stadium for the second edition of the Chief Minister's Cup, presented by the Karnataka State Football Association and the Vaishnavi Group. It's Knockout Thursday here in Bengaluru, and it's almost time for match number 26 between Group C toppers Hebbal and Group D runners-up Pura. Now, whether this game will go through to the semi-finals and face off against RR were able to take care of business in the first quarter-final by 4-2 against CV Raman Nagar. Past the toss, it's almost time to look at the starting 11. So there we go. Hebbal starting, Captain Udit, Rahul Chakrabarti, Prithvi, Satvik, Abhyud, Mehula, Shal, Akash Kola, who's the goalkeeper, Tadish, Muhammad Aminuddin, and Muhammad Ibrahim Ahmed. The coach being Hush. They will be playing in the grey colored kit for those of you joining us for the first time. Now let's look at KR Pura's starting 11 then. They've got Ninad, Anand Japre, Steve Matthew, Punit, Sanjay, Suhas, Arun, Manish, Tejas, who's the captain, Tejas SP, and Nikhil Ayappa. And Manish will be the goalkeeper for KR Pura, and their coach for this tournament is Michael. Both teams don't have Too many substitutes available. Hebbal have got 5, whereas KSFA have got 6. We'll go Fan Sharma, Arya, Arun, Arjun, and Preetam. KSFA have got Hemant, Pranav, Ashish, Shurish, Udit, and Gabriel to come on later in the game. As I mentioned earlier, ladies and gentlemen, Hebbal did end up topping their group by beating all 3 teams really by convincing margins. They were able to beat Yelagna, Jaynagar, and even Rajajinagar. How did KSFA's tournament go, you ask? Well, they got 2 wins and lost only 1 game to Sarvanganagar, but the 2 wins against Pura and Yeshwantapura were enough to secure them a playoff spot. And now they'll be taking on Hebbal, who have a pretty strong record. They were able to demolish their opponents on some occasions. Pura, on the other hand, haven't quite been able to establish dominance in any one game so far. We'll see how it carries on in the playoffs then, because this is knockout football. Anything can happen in knockout football. Well, it'll be Hebbal starting us off then. They'll be kicking from left to right. Pura, on the other hand, they'll be kicking from right to left. The referee looks at his whistle, make sure that everything is proper. He blows his whistle and we are underway with the first half of this game. And it's already Pura who've taken over possession there. They've gotten it back from the thrown or half in. No, it's gone the way of Hebbal. Already an aggressive start from Pura. This could be the motive which they look to play the rest of the 90 minutes of football here at Bangalore. After the injury, we will resume play. The ball will be going the way of Hebbal, men in grey. Now we'll resume on the referee count. Hebbal now playing it to the left, trying to kickstart an attack. They cross it in. Doesn't quite find its man. It's gone into the box, but headed goes the way of Pura. The attempted forward pass from Hebbal goes wide as well. So a goal kick heading the way of Pura. Is this be meant to take a free kick? He's been one of the more prolific players for Pura this tournament. He's been a huge part of the team's success in the group stages. Hebbal played in. It's a good attack so far. Seems to be a foul. There is on Hebbal. So there'll be a free kick heading the way of KR Pura. That it will be within Hebbal's zone. So there is a goal scoring opportunity here with this free kick. Whether or not they will go for it inside the box or they'll pass it, find out in a few moments' time. But getting a goal early on such a high intense game as this will most definitely help either team's chances of winning. If the kick goes in, it's found by KR Pura. Take a shot. Not quite there though. And Hebbal get away with it. But KR Pura still have the ball. Although I've lost it now to Hebbal. Hebbal trying to go in from the left like they did last time, but they're unsuccessful in doing so. They will, however, get a free kick to shift momentum a little bit here. That seemed to be a good attack coming in from KR Pura, and it was a good attack. It's just not to be. Hebbal's defense stands tall. They are still 0-0 in this game. Now the ball goes all the way to the right side. Number 11 gets past Tejas SP, throws it across, but it goes wide. And so there goes another goal scoring opportunity for Hebbal as we hit the 5-minute mark. Both teams have had good attacking opportunities here so far, but the scoreline stands at 0-0. After that failed cross, it will be a goal kick to KR Pura. Will take it low. Doesn't quite find its man initially. And still has it. Hebbal recovered possession. Only to give it back then to KR Pura. They'll try to get themselves a bit more organized on defense here. Defense is so important in football tournaments. And sports in general, really. But so is offense. KR Pura push forwards. Can they get the ball in the right position? No, they cannot. And Hebbal do well in clearing it away. And so they'll get the ball themselves. They'll go forwards. Number 11, pass it to his teammate, who's going to come under a bit of pressure, but he still manages to find number 6, and so the attack continues. They're playing across here, looks dangerous. And it will be cleared away for a corner, the first corner of this game. I'll go the way of Hebbal. Set pieces. Great scoring opportunities, especially corners. This one, though, goes quite long. The header into the hands of goalkeeper Manish. Safe and sound. So, Hebbal looked like they had a chance there, but KR Pura covered them off quite nicely. Now, what can they do on offense? So, trying to transition. And they've not done it quite efficiently. And Hebbal get the ball back. But only momentarily. The team in pink regain possession as now the attack from their right side. Play it in. It's a good pass in, but it's cleared away by Hebbal for a throw-in to the team in pink. Another good attacking opportunity for KR Pura. The way that they're just driving in makes you think that they might score a goal here. But Hebbal's defense been really, really good this tournament. Stood tall on multiple occasions. And here we see it again. KR Pura looked to play a ball in. I think number 11 there, he was onside. So a play will go on. His pass, though, is intercepted by Hebbal, who cleared away for a throw-in to KR Pura. KR Pura not being able to do much with the throw-in, but they get the ball back, but only momentarily there. Hebbal, once again, being good defensively, getting the ball away from the men in pink. Okay, here it's a tough position. And he gets stripped up there for the foul. KR Pura committing yet another foul. Means Hebbal will get another free kick. Once again, it is in KR Pura's half. Surely it's going to be a cross in. It's lofted up in the air, and it's gone the way of KR Pura. Will do well in clearing it away from the box, but Hebbal will get the ball back. But only for a slight moment there, KR Pura managed to get it back from the men in grey. As now they look to transition and play the ball forwards. There's a man down, I think number 11 there of KR Pura. He's holding his hand. Captain Tejas goes down there, but it will be still a throw-in going the way of Hebbal, who were able to get it back defensively. Now it's Hebbal's number 11 trying to go in. Breaks a tackle. Tries to get past two, but he's unable to get it done. Can KR Pura make the clearance? Not quite, but it will still be a throw-in for Hebbal. It's taking some time to retrieve the ball. And here comes the throw-in. It's a big run-up. It's a big throw-in. It's a good... That's good control from KR Pura, which enables them to get the ball back. Try to play it out to their right, and they're able to do so. But can they keep the attack going forwards? As of now, Hebbal are playing a tight defense. There aren't too many holes to exploit. KR Pura, they're not going to get too many opportunities in this game. It's all going to come down to how KR Pura can utilize the opportunities there. And I think that was a handball. It's not called by the referee, and the play goes on. So KR Pura still with the ball. Going down the right. This seems to be a good opportunity. Here comes the cross, but it's deflected away and safely into the hands of Hebbal's goalkeeper, Akash Kola. Hebbal trying to play it down the middle, but they're not able to do so. Tejas with the ball for KR Pura. He gets past the defender, puts it across, headed away and cleared away by Hebbal. KR Pura unable to keep the attack going forwards, especially with that. And so here come Hebbal. It's a bad pass that by Hebbal, and that'll result in a throw-in for Pura. Just when he thought the momentum started to shift from the men in pink to the men in grey. It's gone back now to Pura, who can once again take their time on defense before playing it in, but they choose not to do so, and it's sort of affected them there. They've given away possession to Hebbal. It's a good pass that from Hebbal as they try to keep this attack going. Play it out to their left. And here comes the cross. It's got a little too high on that occasion. I'll go out to the sidelines in favour of Pura. Pura can't really take the throw in forwards, but they have to take it backwards. They try to look to play forwards now. That touch from player number 9 there of Pura allows Hebbal to get the ball back defensively. See the good defense from both teams. They've applied pressure consistently on their opponents whenever they're on defense. But can Hebbal break the shackles here? It's cross from number 6, not on target. But if Bengaluru still have the ball, tripped up near the box, and it's not called a foul by the referee, which means Pura will have the ball, but it's now taken back by Hebbal. It's a physical contest, which will be won by the men in grey. They'll get a free kick from a dangerous position, but number 11 of Hebbal seems to have gone down. And he's back up on his feet, so that's good to see him back. Walking, jogging, looks to walk it off as the free kick is taken. It seems to be going for a corner, it is. So another set piece to Hebbal, another corner for Hebbal. Pura yet to get a corner this game. Hebbal have got 2. It's a corner from the left side. Hebbal are playing 6 men in the box. Can any of those 6 men find the ball? They can, but it's gone wide of the post. And same old, same old. It's a free kick for Pura. There comes a shot. It's a long one. But it is recovered by the men in grey. Giving it back to Pura. They've gotten it back from the team in pink. They're going for it now inside. Number 11 in a good position to receive the pass. He does. Tries to get past Tages SB. He does. Can he finish it off? Not quite. But once again, a corner heading the way of Hebbal. Hebbal getting yet another set piece. They're looking to be aggressive. They're looking to break the goal drought. They look to find the first breakthrough. Here comes the corner. No good. It's gone long. And in the end, it will be taken care of by Pura. A lot of pressure on that throw-in from Pura, but the team in pink, they do well to keep it with themselves. They will get a free kick. to reduce the pressure a little bit. Yeah, Pura, this looks to be promising here. Tejas SP tries to put it across, but it's blocked by Hebbal. Yeah, Pura, they almost didn't make the playoffs in this tournament. They almost lost out as the throw in itself almost went into the goal. Like I was saying, KR Pura almost didn't quite make it to the playoffs. They won their first game against Yeshwanthapura quite convincingly, but they weren't able to find a breakthrough against Yatarayana. They weren't until very late stages of that game, that one single goal that they got. That's what's enabled them to qualify, because had they drawn that game, it would have been Yatarayana who would have gone through to this phase. That would be the men in green who'd be taking on Hebbal, but it will be KR Pura. When you look at Hebbel's journey to the playoffs, it's been quite straightforward. They've won all their games, minimal amount of pressure. They were able to beat Group C runners-up Rajaji Nagar in quite a dominant fashion. They beat them 5-2. So they've always been the dominant team in the group. They never once fell behind. That's sort of what's allowed them to carry some confidence and to make the playoffs. A foul throw for Hebbal make sure that KR Pura get back on the ball. KR Pura now have a bit of room to play defensively before going on offense. But Hebbal still relentless. They want to be scorers of that first goal. The only time I think Hebbal actually trailed in a football game in this tournament was the game against Rajaji Nagar, where they lost out on an early goal. They played aggressive quite a bit. They still lost out on that first goal. But lucky for them, they were able to make a comeback and secure the win quite comfortably. But knockouts are a very different mindset. It's a very different level of football. Suddenly, the football that you play at the group stages isn't quite enough to guide you through the knockouts. Because you have to be that much better, that much stronger, that much higher compared to your opponents. So although Hebbal are Group C toppers, although they have dispatched the other team 21 minutes in, the scoreline still 0-0. Now, obviously, we've got a lot of football to play, but knockouts set to grind a whole lot from the players of not only Hebbal, but literally every single team that's in the knockout gets a hard time, whether they're winning or they're losing. Every game is important as ball goes the way of KR Pura in a good position. So both teams still eager to get the first goal of the game. Here comes KR Pura putting it across. The header goes wide. Shot from number 9 into the hands of goalkeeper Akash Kola. And let's take another look at this attack. A beautiful one from KR Pura. They were able to finally advance all the way to Hebbal's penalty box. Shot from number 9 there of KR Pura. Just off the mark. And so scoreline stands at 0-0. The men in pink, they do have the ball back. They do have the ball in a good position too. They look to play it in. Here we go. Trying to get it down the middle. They're not able to keep the ball with themselves. A bad pass from the goalkeeper almost allows KR Pura to get back into it. But Hebbal still dominant on defense. A forward pass from Hebbal. This seems to be good. The goalkeeper has to get involved, and he does. A good and important stop from the goalkeeper there as we take another look at this attack. The attacker almost got to the ball. I think it was a bit of a late reaction from the goalkeeper, but he still managed to make up ground and he still managed to get to the ball in time to stop the goal. Not so far away from drinks. We've experienced 24 minutes of pure defensive and might have had good football in this game, in this quarter-final. Assembly look to break it with their pass forwards. They're not able, and it will be KR for a ball. KR Pura, as they just look to try and force another attack. They've been deprived of the opportunity as number 11 almost got the ball back from Hebbal, but not to be there. Once again, Hebbal get a free kick. Cool. Take the free kick in. It's gone a long way. Doesn't find the right target. No, it doesn't, and it goes all the way back. KR Pura almost kickstarting their own attack with that, but Hebbal do well to reclaim possession of the ball as they look to play it in for a second time. This attack, they are able to get it there. Now here comes the captain trying to dribble in. He's stopped by defense of KR Pura. Now KR Pura, as they look to play it in, a bit too much on that pass, just not allowing the attacker to get in a position to really score a goal, or even have the opportunity to score a goal. The physical football earns KR Pura the ball back. Number 17, I think he was a little bit too casual there. Maybe just took his time off and tried to do some trick, but loses out on possession. And so we go the other way. KR Pura, they try to keep this attack, try to stop this attack, I should say, from Hebbal. To play the style defense that they have played for quite some time, and they do. They get the ball back. Once again, they're able to keep it. Hebbal now on the right. Number 13 gets tripped up, and a foul is called by the referee in favor of the team in grey. As we get closer to drinks, now will be such a gotten time to score, to concede a goal for KR Pura, or even for Hebbal. Worst time to concede goals are just before breaks. And so Hebbal will do, and so KR Pura will do every single thing they can humanly do to prevent this attack, this free kick from going into the back of the net. They take it quick. Number 11 has to negotiate two defenders. Gets a little crossed up there. And the ball goes back to KR Pura. KR Pura now, this seems to be a promising attack. They have to play it back surely or else they'll lose out on the ball. They do end up losing out on the ball. And here come Hebbal now on the other side. But once again intercepted by KR Pura. The ball launched forwards to Hebbal's penalty box, but it recovered by Akash Kola. Another ball played in by Hebbal. They've given themselves many opportunities to just play the ball in and to hopefully play past the defenders. But that's been really, really tough to do. On this occasion, number 16 almost gets the ball back, and he does now. There'll be a free kick to Hebbal. There'll be a foul on KSFA. You can see his frustration there. He's saying that number 16 flopped in order to get a foul, but the referee's decision will stand. So free kick for Hebbal. This free kick will be taken by number 6 Mahula. This time he launches it in. Hebbal still with the ball, but now they've been dislodged off possession. KR Pura with the ball. A few seconds away from drinks. The next stoppage of game will result in the break. But can KR Pura find the all-important breakthrough before we get there? Here comes number 17, passing it to Captain Tejas, who tries to drive in. Surely has to pass it to number 8. He does. The attack goes on. Number 8 weaves his way through defenders as the clearance finally comes for Hebbal, as now they look to get an attack going. They play it down the middle, but number 16 just a little bit too far away from getting to the ball. And as the goalkeeper clears it for an out, we will take drinks here at the Bangalore Football Stadium. It's been 30 minutes of action-packed football, high intensity, high action, good defense. But the scoreline still stands at 0-0 between both these teams. Back from the break, Hebbal will get us going with the throw-in. Like I said, a lot of defense being played by both these teams. They look to secure their spots in the semi-finals in a couple days' time. Hebbal with another attack, but it's not going to matter as the offside flag's raised by the referee. The story of this game, it has to be defenses of both these teams. Sure, if one defense is good, then, we'll still get some exciting football, but both defenses are great today. They've played great football. They've defended well. Even the attackers are defending well and are applying pressure where pressure needs to be applied. So it's been a good day of football for both these teams so far in terms of the defending, but in terms of the attacking, hasn't quite been there as a foul's called on Pura and a yellow card raised by the referee, I think, for player number 8. If you look at this tackle here. Don't think that's yellow card worthy. Maybe it's most definitely a foul, but I think a yellow card there might have been a bit too overkill, but the referee's call will stand. There is no VAR in this tournament to confirm foul or anything as such, as Hebbal almost give themselves half a chance to score, but there comes the goalkeeper of Pura to stop the attack. Pura take the offside kick. It goes a long way in. In fact, it goes past player number 9 and safely to the hands of Akash Kola. Ten minutes to play in this half. As the clock reaches the 35-minute mark. Scoreline still 0-0. Both teams have given themselves good opportunities to score. When it comes to corners, it is Hebbal on top with 3 corners this game. The corner, it doesn't really matter if you don't end up scoring. Hebbal here haven't quite, but this seems to be a promising attack for the team. Great, they'll cross it in. Number 14, he has to take a shot on his left. And it goes barely wide off the goalpost. It will be the 4th corner for Hebbal. As we take another look at this, it's a good crossing from the left winger. Number 14, he had to compose himself, take a shot on the left. But it has marginally gone wide of the goalpost as the header from Hebbal goes wide. In fact, goes above goalpost, and it will be a throw. It'll be a goal kick for Pura. Referee instructs the goalkeeper to take the kick again, and so we'll take it to the other side. That was definitely one of best attacking opportunities Hebbal have had all game. Both teams, they have similar amount of attacks, but when it comes to the number of attacks, that's actually quite low. And this just comes down to defenses yet again. But both teams have had good opportunities to score, like really, really good opportunities to score. And that one was, I think, in my opinion at least, Hebbel's best opportunities for a goal. Number 14, he looked to set himself down. He looked to have control over the ball, over his shots. So, most definitely, Hebbal are going in the right direction, but they're not at the goal yet. They've still got some amounts of work to do in order to find that breakthrough. And even do Pura still also have a long day ahead of them to try and win this game, try and go through to the semi-finals. Cross played in by Hebbal once again. Not quite on the money. And so goal kick for KR Pura. KR Pura have been great this tournament. They played some amazing football, especially against Yeshwantapura and Yatarayanapura. And they're playing some excellent football here again against Hebbal. What can Hebbal, but what can they do on offense? The defense has been pretty good this tournament for KR Pura. The offense, however, hasn't scored too many goals. Shot taken by Hebbal goes straight to the hands of the goalkeeper. Another shot on target for the men in grey. That's not enough to change the scoreline, and the shot taken by the goalkeeper goes in. Goes the other way, and it's recovered by Hebbal. Hebbal once again looking to go for the same sort of attack that gone for so many times in this game, but it's unsuccessful, and this is sort of allowing KR Pura to make a good run in here. Here comes the cross. It's found number 6, will pass it back. Here comes the shot. Brushes the net on its way out. And the scoreline still 0-0. Now that is the closest KR Pura have gotten themselves as scoring their first goal. My word, was that a great attack from the team in pink. Sudden momentum swing, it caught the defense off guard, and the offense responded beautifully. Good setup from player number 6, but the shot just barely wide there. Barely wide left. You know it's close when it hits the net on its way out as number 11 of Hebbal falls down in the penalty box. But no foul called by the referee means it will be a goal kick for KR Pura. KR Pura try to play it in once more, but they're not able to do so efficiently. Have to play better defense to get the ball off. They almost did. The ball still with Hebbal as Mahula goes down, trying to make a run in. Was tackled there by Tejas SP. It'll be a free kick, if I'm not wrong, for Hebbal. And yes, it is. It's a free kick from a position that is almost parallel to KR Pura's penalty box. It will be Mahula taking the free kick. Kick it in. It's not quite found the right man. KR Pura managed to head it away. Ball still with Hebbal. They're forced to take it away yet again. From the goal post, that's a dangerous tackle, surely, and it might be a yellow card. Getting the way. The second yellow card of the day for KR Pura. Let's see this tackled again. Number 2. Once again, just looking to get away from the left-hand side, get away from all that pressure to the left, and to just sort of, I guess, kick it anyways. It was tackled, and it does result in this free kick which goes straight into the wall there. It's a really good shot from Hebbal, and it's resulted in a man going down for Pura. Whenever a ball goes straight to the groin or the rib area of anybody on the wall, it's gonna hurt. So Yeroni Hoga is all right, and he can continue in his game. And he's standing up as well, so that's good to see. We will. About a minute left to play in this half, plus some out of time. Maybe 2 minutes or even 3 minutes to compensate for some of the lost time that we've had in this half. Hebbal gets going again. So play it out to the right towards Mahula, but he's not able to receive the pass, and the ball goes away off Pura. KSFA with the throw in. He's going to take it long here. No matter how long the free kick goes or the throw in goes, the ball will still be recovered by the men in grey. As we reach the 45-minute mark, the amount of added time will be confirmed in a few moments' time. As 3 minutes will be added on, so we'll play until the 48-minute mark. Hebbal push on for what would be a late goal in this first half. They're not going to get it. And they're going to have to start from square one. Ball's going all the way back to the goalkeeper. And now, can number 11 recover it in time? Not quite. And so, ball go the way of Pura. Once more, KSFA with a similar throw into last time. And a similar distance compared to last time. Once again, it will be Hebbal taking over. Whenever Pura have looked to play it in just straight up from offense to defense, it hasn't quite worked out for them. But whenever they've sort of transitioned it, or whenever they've gotten possession back in because of the turnover, then their attacks seem to be a lot better. But here come Hebbal on the right side, the cross. Play it out straight to number 14 of Pura, and so be a throw-in heading the way of the men in grey. As here comes another attack for Hebbal. They're not able to put it across this time round. It does seem as of now that we will be heading into half-time, tied at 0-0. We've still got a minute to play here in this half. Minute of added time left. Can either team find the breakthrough in these last few moments of this half? If they can completely demoralize the spirits of their opponents, enabling them to probably have a better start to the second half. As here comes KSFA driving down the lane. Sides the shift momentum, number 8. He loses possession, ball goes the other way. Number 11, Hebbal, pass it on to number 14, but he's not there to receive it. And once again, Pura take the ball back defensively. This will surely be the last attack of the game for KR Pura, they can make it count. Have not been able to do so, and so as we hit the 48-minute mark, should come to an end any second now. As one last attack from Hebbal is deemed unsuccessful. We're still not at the halfway mark here. The referee still has not blown his whistle. He's allowing play to continue on for another few minutes or another few seconds. And KR Pura still have the ball. We played 3 minutes, but we still play on. This seems to be a good attack for KR Pura, but they're not able to utilize it properly. And surely now that will be the half. Well, throughout this half, we've seen attacks. Few attacks here, few attacks there. Ultimately, a similar amount of attacks for both these teams. But the defending is what's prevented any goal scoring in this game. Solid defenses from both these teams keeps the scoreline at Hebbal 0, KR Pura 0. Welcome back to the second half, ladies and gentlemen. Had a lot of action in the first half between these two teams, Hebbal and Pura, but didn't have any goals. There's a lot of potential, a lot of time in the second half to change the narrative. As here come Pura driving down the lane. Cross goes a little wide, but they still have possession. Surely they're going to have to play it back. Number 7 taking a shot outside the box, blocked by the defense. And take 2 here. Another cross, the header from number 11. Looked to be so good for so long. But just too high on that occasion. The best opportunity that Pura have had this entire game to score a goal, and it's gone a little high. Pura approaching the second half the way they should. They're looking to score a goal. They do not want to play overtime or penalties. They want to finish it off right now. And guess what? So do Hebbal. Is now they have an opportunity to score a goal as offside. Striker knew that he was offside, so he decided to back out the attack. Hebbal do get the ball back. They're attempting another drive in, maybe. They still have the ball. But they don't have it for long. It's cleared away by the men in pink. And will be throwing to Hebbal. The men in grey now advancing on the right flank. Bring the ball back into the centre. It's not the greatest of passes, but still managed to find player number 12, but he can't keep the ball in his possession for long, and so Pura get it back. They get it back for good. Or do they? Hebbal get the ball back now. They take a shot. Might have caught the goalkeeper off guard. I think it did. But either way, the ball did end up going above and wide of the goalpost, so even if the goalkeeper didn't react, that would not have been a goal. It's still a good opportunity to score for Hebbal as a foul is called by the referee in favour of the team in pink. As I think number 12 of Hebbal made too much contact with number 12 of Pura while challenging for the ball. Pura take the kick in. It looks to be good, but doesn't quite find the right man. Pura still have the ball. Ref says take advantage, and they do. Still have it with themselves. Number 7 tries to put it across. But it's deflected away and eventually cleared away by Pura for a goal kick to Hebbal. Pura looking to be the more aggressive team coming into the second half. They've won the ball a lot more times and they've managed to create better opportunities than Hebbal. But can the team in grey change the narrative here? The run looks onside. The cross not quite there for the taking. And so Pura cleared away. Hebbal take back possession with the throw in. They're forced to play it a little defensive. You can see there the tight defense being played by KR Pura, allowing for 0 holds and applying so much pressure on this defense. They know that they're the team with the advantage, with the momentum. Not advantage really, because the scoreline's still 0-0, but with the momentum. And so they just push it forwards. They're looking for every single opportunity to apply pressure to hopefully force a mistake from Hebbal, which will give them the all-important breakthrough goal. As here comes the cross. It looks to be good. Number 11 once again. Just barely missing out this time round. But the ball goes back to KR Pura. KR Pura now. Most definitely a team with all the momentum, but they've been knocked off the ball. Only to get it back on defense, but that was a good attacking opportunity for the team in pink. But now the ball's with Hebbal. Hebbal down the right side. It's a nicely timed run. It's a nicely timed pass. But there we go. The defense once again prevails for KR Pura, as now they can try to put the ball forwards. Every single time, though, ball tries to go forwards on one side, defense just stands tall and manages to get the ball away from the offense. Just make sure that the scoreline stands at 0-0 here in the sports final. Remember, this is a knockout football game, so if at the end of 90 minutes, plus stoppage time, we are all tied, whether it may be 0-0, 1-1, 2-2, 3-3, we will be playing extra time, and after that, if it still remains tied, then penalties. As number 12 makes a nicely timed run, put too much on that second touch there and allows KR Pura to get the ball back quite cheaply. And Hebbal would have liked. Now KR Pura going for it on the other side. Too much on that pass just allows Akash Kola to get the ball in his hands. Now it's Hebbel's turn. Now they're launching it in, and this time it's actually found the right man. But story of the game, they've been dislodged of possession. But this seems to be a good run in from KR Pura, but just going wide there allows Hebbal to get back on the ball. And I will say, we're even in the second half. The defenses have been good up until that point, maybe. Hebbal almost gave it away there to KR Pura. One thing that I would absolutely want to make clear for everybody just about joining us now is that while the defenses have been really good, the goalkeepers haven't had to do too much this game as opposed to other games. Defense is taking care of it most of the time. Goalkeepers came under like hardly a few moments of pressure, which means that whoever wins this game, they're going to pose a huge challenge for Rara Nagar, who will play the winner of this game later on this week. As Hebbal take possession back from an error committed by KR Pura. Now here comes the cross. Nobody's there for Hebbal down the middle, and it's good. And it's nicely collected by the goalkeeper. 10 minutes into the second half, Hebbal are starting to establish themselves a little more in this half, but Pura did have the advantage of the first 5 minutes. Regardless of all that, the scoreline still stands at 0-0. Pura will look to change that. Here comes number 10. Plays the ball in. It's perfect. Can this be the opening breakthrough of the game? It is! The first goal in the game goes to Pura. A beautifully placed ball down the middle for Pura to just get past the goalkeeper, and they did that with elegance. A beautifully timed pass, a beautifully timed run. Let's take another look at this then. Number 10, dribbling in. He played out to his teammate, number 17, Steve Matthew, who's been a crucial player for Pura this tournament. He scored, I should say, many goals for them. And he scored, most importantly, this goal, which gives the team in pink the lead. Pressure on now for the table toppers of Group C. As Pura finally break the shackles here in this second quarterfinal. They lead by 1-0. To get a confirmation of the goal scorer once again, Steve Matthew, with yet another goal in this game as Pura trying to push for 2. Not able to get it now, though. They have the ball back. They lose out to Hebbal. Now it's Hebbal's turn to try and score the goal. This would be an equalizing goal for Hebbal if they're able to get it. But they're not. Number 7 seems to have gone down, but play will resume. Heavy touch that from Pura allows Hebbal to get right back in it. Number 14 takes his time before getting to the ball. Once again, a good pass. The shot goes wide left. And another great opportunity for Hebbal to score. A powerful shot. Shot that had a lot of authority on it, but just wide there. And so the scoreline still 1-0 in favor of Pura as Hebbal look to make the statement. They look to take the equalizer. Number 12 can't quite control it. I think a free kick is called by the referee in favor of Hebbal down the middle. Ball was over there. Might have been a foul committed. And on that very spot, Mahula takes a shot. It goes in straight into the hands of the goalkeeper, but not quite into the hands of the goalkeeper as a shot taken goes wide. Lack of coordination there between the goalkeeper and the defense. Almost cost Pura the equalizer. Almost gives Hebbal the equalizer, I should say. But the men in grey, they do have the ball back, but they don't know more. Pura managed to recover it, and now they'll play it in. Number 10, can he get there in time? Not quite, and he can't make the tackle either, so ball goes back to Hebbal. We'll try to come down the left flank. It's good dribbles here from number 9. He manages to get past a couple defenders, but he's not able to finish it off. But he also seems to be down, holding his thigh a little bit, but think he's gone back up, so that's good to see. That could have turned out to be very serious. I think he has gone back up, so play will resume. Goal kick from Pura is recovered. Well, it's not still recovered properly by one team. It is now officially recovered by Hebbal, who've almost let it go. A dangerous tackle that, I think, by player number 12, but no foul called by the referee. And so Hebbal still have the ball. No longer have the ball. There's a yellow card being called on the referee. Getting the medics on. He seems to be still down, I think. Foul occurred a few 30-odd seconds before the yellow card was issued to player number 12 there. The referee did give advantage to Hebbal initially, but now he's given the yellow card. It's Pura. This is number 12 as the man is still down. Seems to be in a lot of pain. That's the last thing Hebbal will want right now. They do not want to see their main players get injured, to go down, to suffer in any way, shape, or form. And we as football fans also don't want to see that happen. Seems to be in a lot of pain there. Holding his eyes. Medic's holding his thigh, so it might be something related to that. They brought out the stretcher. That's player number 2 of Hebbal who went down. It seems as if he's been stretched off. That was Ibrahim Ahmed, who had to leave the game there, but they'll allow, I think, for player number 8, Vashaka Mayaya, to get subbed on in place of Mohammed. And with that, we will resume play. The ball going to Hebbal. By the way, still trailed by a goal. We've reached the 60-minute mark. There seems to be a good attack. This coming in from Hebbal. But a tackle from Pura makes sure that the team in grey can't really do much. At least not on this occasion. We've got just got a little over 20 minutes plus stoppage time to play. 25 minutes. So there's still plenty of time to score goals for both these teams. Not only Hebbal, for both these teams. But On the other end, Hebbals goalkeeper Akash Kola gives it to his defenders. But this game so far is proof that knockouts can and is and will always be another level of football. No matter what we've done in the group stages, that doesn't matter. When we come to the knockout rounds, things get ultimately heated as good attack from KR Pura goes away, but they still have the ball. Here comes the shot! Goes wide of the goal, and so Hebbal will get the ball back. But like I was saying, Hebbal have beaten their opponents convincingly. They beat Jayanagar convincingly to start. They beat Rajajinagar, who were the other runner-ups, who were the runners-up in the group, by a convincing margin, and they finished it all off with a win over Yelakna. But you start from square one the moment you're in the playoffs. And although KR Pura didn't quite win all their games, they're winning the one that matters most as of now. Ball played in by KR Pura. Goes wide. I think that was a little bit of a touch there from Hebbal on the... just as the play came to an end, so it will be a corner for the team in pink. I think this is their first corner of the entire game. KR Pura, they got the goal without the corner. What can they do when they do have the corner then? We'll wait for everything to be in place and ready before the kick comes in. Here we go, the refs. A close whistle, the kick is up, it is in. It's gone quite low. And it's eventually cleared away by the team in grey as a foul is called in favour of the team in grey. So it'll be a free kick to Hebbal. Be taken by player number 2, still looks to keep playing. He seemed like he was down. Pretty hefty injury, but he's still in the game. He kicks it in for his team. It's not quite found its mark, and it's eventually cleared by KR Pura. Hebbal want to take their throw in quick. They do not want to waste any time. Reaching the dying stages of this game. Not there yet, but we are with every second getting closer to the last few minutes. So Hebbal realized the intensity. They realized the need for a goal here, for an equalizer. And they're still pushing for it. Here comes the cross. It's gone all the way out to number 12. But played it himself. It's gone a long way wide. But it's recovered by KR Pura. KR Pura do well in clearing the ball all the way back to Akash Kola, the goalkeeper, which means Hebbal will have to start all over again. Oftentimes, that's all you need. All you need to do is get a clearance. Because it just forces the other team to do everything that they've done all over again. It's purely mental based. Football is just as mental based as it is physical based. So any bit of swing and mentality could result in a swing in the way they play football physically as well. And that's some good pressure that there from KR Pura, just allowing Hebbal to go back to square one as Hebbal try to play a pass forwards. Unable to find their man, and we play on. Bad pass from KR Pura that allows Hebbal to get back on the ball. Hebbal still on the ball. Here comes the cross. It looks to be on target. Number 5, barely wide. Captain Udit with probably the best header of the game for Hebbal. It was a great cross in. It was a great header. But you can see there, missing by a few feet. As on the other end now, it is KR Pura making the run in. That would have given them a 2-goal lead. It will be a throw in to Hebbal, but KR Pura very nearly had the chance to extend their lead just before Drinks. As Drinks is taken now by the referee, and for the first time in this game, heading into a break, the scoreline is not 0-0. It is in fact in favor of KR Pura, who managed to find their first breakthrough in this game quite early in this half. They did well. They put in the right cross at the right time. They made the right runs. And that's just resulted in them taking the advantage in this game. We've still got a lot of football to play. But as of now, as of the 73rd minute, it is KR Pura who lead Hebbal by 1 goal.
Tomorrow, we have the third quarterfinals. Shantinagar versus Shivajinagar, that's a 2 p.m. kickoff. And the 4 p.m. kickoff is Sarvagya versus Rajajinagar. So that's a 4 p.m. kickoff. You can join the stadium and cheer for your teams, or watch the game at the comfort of your house on the KSFA official YouTube channel. So see you all tomorrow for the very exciting quarterfinals 3 and 4.
Back from the break, Hebbal got us going, and they still have the ball here on the other side. They're desperate in their search for a goal now. The start of this half, they were looking for the leading goal. Now they look for an equalizer. As KR Pura play some of the best defense they can at this very moment. You can see there the intent from KR Pura, the willingness that they have to win this game. A risky tackle opportunity, a risky tackle. Ends up executing it perfectly. And it stops all the momentum that Hebbal had carried from their own half to this half. As here comes the throw in, goes safely into the hands of the goalkeeper. He launches it into the other side. Can it find the right man? Number 11 makes his run. He's most definitely onside. Can't be stopped by the referee. KR Pura trying to build a 2-goal cushion. Here comes a shot. Safely into the hands of Akash Kola. Nearing the end here, 15 minutes plus stoppage time to play in this football game. 75 minutes played overall. And the intensity that we're seeing now from Hebbal has never been higher. Hebbal are trying to execute every trick in their book to try and dismantle Pura. Fun fact, by the way, Hebbal haven't scored less than 5 goals in a game so far this tournament. Least amount of goals they scored in a single game was against Rajaji Nagar, where they scored 5. But now they haven't scored anything, and Pura have that 1-goal lead. But they have a good opportunity now, Pura to score. Hebbal to score. Number 2 takes his time, plays the ball in to the right side. Number 12 with a good run, shoots a shot, goes wide. And once again, a great opportunity for Hebbal. Their long-range shooting this game has been really, really good in terms of power, but in terms of targeting, not quite on the money. That was a powerful shot. No, it came off the right part of the boot from Hebbal, but just not able to get the angles right. Just not able to get it to the back of the net. And Pura survived what would have been, or was, I think, should have been the biggest scare of the game for them so far. So now they try to attack defenders, try to go for 2, because they know that a 2-goal lead is much, much, much better than having a 1-goal lead. Unlike most sports in football, you can only score 1. You can only score 1 point, you can say, per play. And so if Pura can get a 2-goal lead, that'll force Hebbal to get 2 goals to combat that in order to tie it up. It puts a whole lot more pressure on the men in grey than the 1-goal lead is. Now, obviously, a 1-goal lead does put a lot of pressure, but it also puts pressure on the defense of Pura. The 2-goal lead will help them ease out a little bit, to just breathe easier, to feel more confident. And that's what they're going for here. Number 11 tries to take a shot. It's blocked by the defense. And the ball goes the other way. It's Hebbal with possession. Don't think the defense is quite scrambled for Pura. Hebbal still have the ball. They'll play it in. It's headed away by Pura. And it's actually collected by Tejas SP, who will be the man to clear it all the way to the halfway line. The clock keeps ticking. Time is an enemy of Hebbal. As of now, the shot taken by the captain goes wide. This blocked. I should say not good. Ball goes all the way back to Hebbal's own half, to the goalkeeper. But this seems to be a good ball play. There's surely going to be a free kick for Hebbal. It's in a dangerous position. The referee shows a yellow card to the defender there for a dangerous tackle. Player number 14 of Pura. That'll be a free kick just outside the penalty box. Had that been a couple feet to the other side, would have most definitely resulted in catastrophe. Or would have had a huge chance of resulting in catastrophe for Pura. They get away with it. You can see just how close that is to being a penalty. But it's deemed a free kick. But this is a good opportunity for a direct free kick for Hebbal. They don't take it like that. And here comes the pressure from the defense. Here comes the shot. Blocked. I think that's when regrets are going to start to come in there. Should they have just gone for the shot? In my opinion, I think they should have gone for the shot, but chose to play defensively. Maybe because Neil was too thin to thread, but either way, KR Pura take over possession on the other side. Number 17, Steve Matthew tries to make his way past the defender, but fouls him in the process. So the free kick taken by Hebbal quite quickly. We've got less than 10 minutes now plus stoppage time to play in this half as KR Pura take the ball away from Hebbal. Try to play it in. It's unsuccessful. And the men in grey do well in getting the ball away from KR Pura. They get the ball back with themselves. Now it's all about focusing forward. It's all about what can he do in attacking the goalpost. What can he do? How can he create an attack here? And just as they were trying to do that, a brilliantly timed tackle from KSFA. Like I said, one of the most important players for KR Pura. He's been a goal scorer for them. He's been their best defender as well. And so it's crucial to the team in Ping that he stays with them. He already has a yellow card, if I'm not wrong. So another one will get him in a little bit of trouble. But he's still going for the tackle. He's still confident in going for the tackles. And that's what we want to see here. This seems to be a promising attack for Hebbal. Then take it back a little bit. Play forwards again. Where's the ball? It's called the way of KR Pura. KR Pura try to take their time to get the ball away. They do, but not the way they would have liked it to throw in for Hebbal. Abi Mohammed taking it. Oh, it's a long run, but you can't even see the throw and taker on your screen there. He's going to have a long run. He's going to have a long throw. It's going to go into the penalty box. It's gone to the back and it's recovered by the goalkeeper. But once again, just take his time in getting the ball cleared away. It's a three-man defense being cleared by Hebbal, but I think it's been broken here. KR Pura, can they keep the ball with themselves? Not quite. Hebbal will have a goal kick opportunity. So it's about a time. We've got we've got to expect a little bit extra this time. There have been a couple breaks for injuries, break for goal, this break even. Got to assume that the assistant referee is going to have at least 4 minutes, as there seems to be another injury for KR Pura on the other side. Must have been some cramps, playing for a long time. I think that injury was for Hebbal, actually. Like I was saying, players playing for 85 minutes, and they've done it quite consistently as well, so perhaps probably will be a factor as a lot of these players will now start experiencing fatigue. They've played hardcore football for 85 minutes. It's tough to not experience fatigue after that. Like I said, 5 minutes to go plus stoppage time, which means we've got roughly 10 or 11 minutes overall to go in the football game. There's a touch from Hebbal there, a little heavy. Pura tried to prevent the corner, but they weren't able to do it. And so Hebbal with an opportunity from a set piece. They haven't won the corner in quite some time, actually. And even with the corners that they did get, they weren't able to make the best use of them. But can they change that? Right here, right now, in the 87th minute. Here comes the corner. It's launched in, but it's straight into the hands of the keeper. He's played it out quite nicely to his teammates, who dribbles past the defenders, takes a shot, and it goes in for the second. Number 11 of Pura, the captain, Tejas himself, gets the all-important second goal as well to almost cement Pura's position in the semi-finals. And look at this, a beautiful run, beautiful pass from the goalkeeper as well. A beautiful strike to finish it all off. Things have gone from bad to worse for Hebbal. Now they've got to chase down 2 goals before the end of regulation. Pura, they haven't been dominant in any way, shape or form in these last few minutes of this game. Quite some time. It has been Hebbal with possession, with the opportunities, with the set pieces, with the attacks. But right there, Pura made the best use of their one opportunity. And they've given themselves a 2-goal cushion. Over the men in grey with 2 minutes plus stoppage time to play. Nothing's set in stone just yet. We've still got a few minutes to play. And any bit of laziness from Pura will most definitely allow Hebbal to get back into the game. It's not like they don't have goal scoring capabilities. Pura get the ball back. Another good attack into the hands of Akash Kola. And the clock comes ticking down now. 89 minutes football played. Ball goes the way of Hebbal. Hebbal played across in and almost found captain. Who did? The shot taken from distance goes wide. Pura's time-wasting tactics have begun. It's a 2-goal lead. There aren't too many substitutes. Fatigue has started to kick in probably for a lot of the players. It's definitely not ideal goal-scoring conditions. We reached the 90-minute mark. We'll get a confirmation of added time in a few moments. They've added 5 minutes on. 5 minutes to get 2 goals. If you're Hebbal. This opportunity will not do the trick. Each second keeps getting Pura closer to the semi-finals. Just a reminder of tomorrow's games. So tomorrow in the quarterfinals, the other two quarterfinals, we'll see Shantinagar take on Shivajinagar and Sarvaginagar take on Rajajinagar. The corners given to KR Pura. Players will take their time getting to the other side in order to take the shot as a substitution's being made. As well. The referees will make sure that everything's all right before the kick is taken. Both these teams have played phenomenal in this game. The defenses have stood tall on multiple occasions. They've done everything that they needed to do. Except KR Pura managed to get all-important breakthrough twice. And that's been the difference in this game. As both these teams roughly played the same way. Both these teams have potential heading into the playoffs to eventually win this tournament. And even so, both these teams have played their hearts out. They've played so good. But KR Pura played better when it mattered. And that's been the difference. The 2 goals. 2 goals is what separates Hebbal from a place in the semi-final, maybe. 2 minutes left to play in this game. Probably there will be a bit of added time because of the corner mishap. Nevertheless, Hebbal need to score now to give themselves a chance against KR Pura. Or at the end of regulation, it will be the team in pink going through. They've gotten the ball. They play it out to the right. Hardly any defenders. Backheel pass from number 6 is recovered by KR Pura, who will take their sweet time in taking their shots. And by just doing that, they wasted a whole 30 seconds. Important 30 seconds. Hebbal have the ball back with a minute to play. Maybe a little added on. But as it stands, it will be KR Pura heading through to the semi-finals, whatever you want to call it. KR Pura take the goal kick. The clock comes running down. We've almost reached the 95-minute mark. Surely, if Hebbal want to make a comeback, they have to start it here right now. We've reached the 95-minute mark. It is KR Pura with the ball. The ref lets the players play on for just a little longer. So the game still hasn't stopped. The ref's still letting the players play. And we'll take the throw in. Ball goes the other way. Can the captain finish it off? Not quite, and that's the full-time whistle. Not quite, actually. It's a free kick, my apologies. A free kick called. In favour of KR Pura. Ref looks at his watch. Played 96 minutes now, but he's still allowing the players to play on. Ball goes to the left side. It's cleared by KR Pura. I think the men in pink can start celebrating in a few moments' time. And they can start celebrating now. The celebrations can begin for the team in pink. KR Pura have knocked out Group C toppers Hebbal. They've played great football to do so. It was 0-0 in the first half. The defense is showing out. Both teams played great. But in the second half, 2 important goals by Steve Matthew and by Captain Tejas has given KR Pura the opportunity to secure themselves a semi-final spot. They will take on RR Nagar. Following these 2 games between Shanti Nagar and Shivaji Nagar, as Sarvagya Nagar versus Rajaji Nagar. But the score at the end of 90 minutes here at Bangalore Football Stadium, match 26 of the second edition of the Chief Minister's Cup, is Hebbal 0, KR Pura 2.
We have with us Mr. Shakil Abdul Rahman PM, the Vice President of the KSFA, who will hand over the mementos to the Hebbal team for the tremendous effort. So requesting Hebbal team to kindly line up there. We'll be handing over the mementos of the second. And exciting football in the league stage and today as well. So, Hebbal boys, well played. See you all in the next season. The third season of the Chief Minister's Cup. Mr. Shakil sir will hand over the memento to the Hebbal team. Once again, congratulations and see you all tomorrow for a very exciting lineup of matches. The first match, Shanti Nagar versus Shivaji Nagar, and
and the sports organizer, Kalabanagar was Rajendra. See you all until the next goodbye, good night, sir.
ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಬರಂತೆ ನಮ್ಮದು ಕಾಣದ ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಅಂತ வாங்க வாங்க one more